Now everybody knows a good YouTube video begins with me doing some B-roll of making a cup of coffee. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something that's huge. Today I'm actually filming this video with my new camera. So I wanted to share my experience from switching using an iPhone 12 Pro Max to my new camera, which is the Canon EOS M6 Mark II. Now I don't know if you're like me, but once you get comfortable using something, it's so hard to switch gears and try to move on to a new product. So getting used to this camera is definitely a little bit of a learning curve, but I want to share my experience about why I decided to make the switch and what the driving factor was behind it. Oh my goodness, it's been a great week so far. This, my friends, is the Canon EOS M6 Mark II, and it's a mirrorless camera produced by Canon, and this thing is a beast. Now, I thought to myself for the last 2 years, why do I need a camera? Is it to get better at photography? Is it to have a dedicated camera versus always having to use my phone? Was it to have something so I could call myself a photographer? I didn't really know the answer at that point until about 2 months ago. I decided I want to let this creative beast outside of me, and I'm going to do a lot of photography and videography and get better and better and better at it. The Canon EOS M6 Mark II comes packed with a bunch of different features. It has a 32.5 megapixel APS-C sensor, ISO range of 100 to 25,600, also an expandable ISO to 51,200. It can film in 4K 24 frames per second, 4K 30 frames per second, and also standard 1080p. Okay, so here I'm going to give you some samples of photos that I've taken this past week. I've edited them, but I want to show you how good they turned out, because I'm so stoked about them, and I can't wait to see what the next couple of years has with this camera. All those photos are just so clean and crisp. Now, why would I want to switch away from using this for all my photos and videos? To be honest with you, it's just all around better. This camera is amazing. It's got 32.5 megapixels. I can film 4K at 24 frames per second. I can film 4K at 30 frames per second. The image quality is amazing. I really made the switch because I've got this creative spark that I keep talking about. This is the way for me to kind of unleash it, so to say. The process of uploading photos and videos into my current setup, which is the iPad 11 Pro, it's the 3rd generation, I think it's the latest one, is super easy. What I do is I upload all of my photos and videos onto an SD card, put it into an SD card reader, plug this through a lightning cable into my iPad, and it uploads. Then I'll pull everything over to LumaFusion, edit it, and then I export it back to the computer, and it's so easy. Before, I was trying to use Adobe Premiere. My computer didn't run it very well. It's not meant for editing videos, but I'm going to tell you one thing, this new iPad is an absolute monster with the M1 chip in it. I definitely recommend one. Plus, if I'm traveling, I can bring it with me, I can edit on the go. Quality is still very outstanding. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to finish up this bourbon, continue editing a couple videos. Got a couple of new ones coming out. I did a little story for the 4 8x8 prints. Stay tuned, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one.